Hello guys, alright, so today I'm going to be talking about how your looks can be costing you more than you think. Your appearance, your choice of outfits, how it can actually be costing you more than you think. It's true that people usually say don't judge a book by its cover, but the reality is that nobody has the time to sit down with the book, quote unquote the book, or in this context too, nobody has all the time to sit down with you perhaps to get to know you in space of weeks or months. People, whether you like it or not, judge based off appearance, and if you understand this, you pay premium attention to how you always look, to your outfit, your appearance on a daily basis. Because if you dress like an executive, you'll be treated like one. If you dress like a tout, you'll be treated like one, and that's just it. You might have good intentions, but your look may be saying something else, because your appearance, your look is how you communicate to others before even speaking. Your look is how you tend to communicate to other people. It says a lot about you even before you say anything. If you go for job interviews and stuff like that, you realize that when you enter the room for the interview, what speaks first is how you dress, not even what you have to say. Some people have gotten judged just based on how they look, not necessarily because of what they say, because your looks communicate so much better than you can even think. Because how you look on the outside communicates how you feel on the inside, or how you look on the inside. If you feel like you are less of every other person and stuff like that, if that's how you feel, you have that inferiority complex. You realize that most of the time that's how you tend to dress, that's how you tend to look, your disposition and everything. So invest in your appearance. We live in a world where we are at the mercy of other people. Some people are like, yeah, this is my life, I don't care what other people think. Yeah, it could have been so if you live in your own world where you just exist yourself. But whether you like it or not, we live in a world where we are at the mercy of other people. We are at the mercy of how other people perceive us, and and stuff like that. So when you understand this, you pay premium attention to how you look and stuff. And your appearance first talks to you before it also talks to others. How you look can communicate confidence. There are certain ways you look. You by just looking that way, you feel confident, you feel high, you feel like your self-esteem is improved, you have improved self-esteem and stuff like that by just how you look. You understand? So these thoughts really help. If you have been losing relationships, or maybe thinking of why people usually distance you and stuff like that, I think this is an area you should look at. Nobody has all the time to sit down with you to get to know you. You can be a good person, but your appearance is different. Nobody has all the time to come to get to know you at heart and stuff like that. So let your appearance be your first communicator. And the better package you are, the more public acceptance you will have. So first impression also matters. Whenever you have whenever it is with anybody and it's your first time meeting the person. Invest in your appearance. First impression is like the seed of every relationship. So invest in your looks, invest in how you dress and stuff like that. Don't be a good person and your appearance is speaking a different thing. Let your appearance first communicate. That's why people tend to people tend to fool people by the way they look and stuff like that. So appearance is key. Thank you guys, and see you on the next one.